In the first 2 years of the abortion in Ireland, 13,243 babies had their lives ended by the state abortion services. By the end of this month, 20,000 individual living human beings will have their lives ended by the state. That's an incredible situation on the basis of legislation passed by your party, Labour, Fianna Fáil, Sinn Féin and People Before Profit. That's 127 babies a week that are losing their lives in this state because of this particular law. It's equivalent in total to 850 classrooms of children who will never make it to school, who will never get to live and grow up like the TDs who were sitting here a number of minutes ago. In the north of Ireland, the Sinn Féin MLAs voted for an abortion, voted against children with disabilities being able to make it to full term. They voted for abortion right up until birth for a child with disabilities. Now, when it comes to this law, these same political parties will argue that the state imposes in legislation rights for animals. And indeed, we have those rights for animals in law in this state. And I read it, it says, a person shall not perform an operation or procedure involving interference with sensitive tissue or bone structure of an animal without the use of an appropriate anaesthetic. And yet, the same right is not being afforded to individual living human beings during late-term abortions in this state. There's a cruelty. There's a lack of compassion. There's a lack of sympathy in the ideology that forces these political parties to completely ignore the humanity of these living individual human beings. I would urge the government to make sure that they vote for this particular bill and to make sure that they're not remembered for generations for their lack of compassion.